early start to the morning, guys. The Mark II is all loaded up and we're off on our way to Hampton Downs for the Chrome Expression Session 2021. This event has one entry fee and you can enter as many events as you like, whether it be cruise with your mates, roll racing, drag racing, skid pan, drifting. So I'm planning to have a go at as much as I can and just have an epic 2 days out on track. First stop of the day, gassing up the Mark II. Big day ahead, we've got all our tools and everything packed. A couple of fuel cans for extra fuel. She ain't gonna be a cheap day, guys. Time to hit the road, get some coffee on our way to Hampton Downs. So what do I take to the track on a track day? Spare wheels and tyres, spare fuel, any fluids you think you might need. We've got oil, coolant, got glass cleaner, brake fluid, toolbox full of tools. Then we take a tarp to cover up all my tools when they're on site because it typically rains. Take a seat, you got all your safety gear, your helmet, your race suit, neck brace, and chiller bag full of food. So you're good to go for the rest of the day. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're down at Hampton Downs for the Chrome Expression Session. It's 2 days worth of track driving, all different disciplines, whether it be cruising with your mates, roll racing, drag racing, track circuit driving. It's 2 days of awesome fun and I can't wait. Come along for the ride. We're currently lined up waiting to go through tech inspection and get into the gates of Hampton Downs. And we're lined up around some serious looking cars. We've got GDRs everywhere. There's JZXs, there's everything you can imagine here. Some pretty epic cars. Can't wait to get out on track with these cars and go for some races. First session out on track and it is so wet. Went out for a roll, the car didn't have any traction in second gear or third gear. A lot of fun doing some skids, taking one of the homies out for a ride. It's a huge event with 2 days of action, no point rushing things. Gonna wait till the track dries out a little bit, maybe have a go on the skid pan and take it as it comes. Pretty cool to be out here with some pretty badass exotics. Track is very busy though. GT3 in front of us. Anything up for a race. So a couple of on-track sessions done and dusted now. The Mark II has been going okay. We did one cruise session in the wet, which was a lot of fun. Then we did a skid pad session, which was all right. Car went okay. And then this last cruise session in the dry, started missing a little bit in high boost. So I just noticed that in second and in third gear, so wait for the car to cool down and we'll investigate, pull the plugs out, have a nosy, see what's going on. Maybe I fouled them up on the skid pan, maybe, don't really know, but we'll investigate. Checking out some cool cars in the pits, this time it's a Risto. Awesome looking car. Say this is a factory 2J car. It is indeed. Another JZX110. One sporting the bling face-up grille. Runs 350 kilowatt from what I hear. Super brakes. Factory manual car, bit of a weapon. So I pulled the cool cover off now, just waiting for the car to cool down. Yeah, it's a pretty wet day out here at Hampton Downs. Just taking shelter in my car, waiting for my car to cool down, and then I'll pull the plugs out, have a look and see where we're at. Not ideal, but this is racing. So went out for another session on track. The car is not missing on low boost, but it is missing on high boost. I seem happy as Larry on low boost. Temp stayed normal, nothing really to worry about. So I think we'll just have to run her on low boost until we get her home tonight, check it out, maybe chuck some new plugs in it. Had some awesome battles on tracks, exotics, Jap cars, few Holdens, a real combination out there. So glad the car's going good. Check all the fluids, chuck some gas in it, go out for the rest of the day and enjoy it. Check out the car that's pitting next to me. Looks like your normal Type R, right? Type Rs don't normally have this sticking out of the bonnet. Very interesting. VIP's alive and well in New Zealand. This car was out driving around track at this exact low height. Absolutely love it. Some nifty customs handiwork. I'll have them doing some work on the Mark II very shortly, giving her a big birthday. Next up we have Blitzen JZX110 Mark II. This car has some really cool parts on it. Workmeister wheels, some cool livery and aero. Seen him out on track. This guy's had a couple of JZXs, Evos and things. Very cool looking car. SR32. A serious blast from the past. I'm assuming this used to be an ex-show car. I'll play Hulk in the green interior. Guy out there thrashing on the track, having fun though, so gotta love that. So we just had a go at roll racing. It's the first time I've taken part in that. I've done a bunch of drag racing over the years, but this was something a little different. So basically there's two cars. The car on the right has control of the speed, sets the pace, and then when the flag drops, or in this case the lights go green, you go for it. The run-up was a bit shorter than I was expecting, so first time I started in second gear, and by the time the light went green I just had nothing and had to wait for the car to come on boost until I could get it into third gear. And then on the second one, started in first and just banged through the gears, had not a lot of traction in first or second, and then got into third and it hooked and took off. The track was still a little bit damp, but in saying that though, it was still actually a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of those things that I just play around with it a bit more, hopefully get to have another go on day two and see if we can refine the technique. I think the car's definitely got the ability to do this and do it well. It's got the traction and the power, but let's see how we go.